Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Zaffa Geek and
Labrangle.
recording of Minecraft. Yes. So, in the previous episode, we were talking about the M.E.R.S, or the M.E.R.S, and a funny thing happened yesterday.
Gosh.
A doctor came out, and this is on radio, so I don't listen to Korean radio, but someone else told me about this and how his wife, like, he's an American, he's married to a Korean lady, very beautiful Korean lady, and
They tend to be.
and she tells him, no, the doctor found a patient that's got antibodies to the M.E.R.S virus, so they're just going to use his blood to develop more antibodies for the M.E.R.S virus. And if you think about it, M.E.R.S is a coronavirus.
Okay.
So it adapts, like it adapts.
Ah, right.
So there's no real way of getting antibodies or, at the time being, finding a proper cure to save everyone or whatever.
Yeah, because it'll mutate and then the vaccine doesn't work.
It'll continue on building antibodies or immunity and whatever, and the thing won't work. And his wife is like, and this is now how Korea works. If someone in a professional capacity tells you something, you probably can believe it. This is how the Korean mindset works. Like, I can literally go and tell them some crappy fact about the English language, and everyone in my school will believe it because I'm
The expert.
I'm the expert. I'm the English teacher. So he's talking to his wife, and she's like, no, but it's school now. They've got it sorted. He's like, no, there's no way they're going to get it sorted. But she's like, but the doctor said it so. It's like, no, it's not how it works. So I'm no medical expert, but that's just one of the funny things about M.E.R.S. And it's a bad thing. Korea's a really small country. Everybody's freaking the hell out. Field trips have been cancelled because of the M.E.R.S. I mean, even our school is at the time being, touch wood, is still like okay with M.E.R.S. We don't have any cases or whatever in our town or whatever, so we're still cool. But the precautions our school is taking is like, we can't go on teacher field trips anymore, or children planned field trips were cancelled because the kids could be infected with M.E.R.S. And they were the planned field trip of the kids was way down south in the country, which is basically cleared at the moment from M.E.R.S, or at the time that they wanted to go to do the field trip.
Yes.
Like, there's no recorded cases of M.E.R.S, but everybody's taking precautions, and that's the sort of precautions they took. And I'm like, I remember in South Africa the Ebola thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was a reported case supposedly about an Ebola patient.
Yeah.
And the way South African Street is like, oh, okay, let's continue with our works. Let's do the things we do and hopefully not get Ebola while doing it.
Yeah.
But Koreans are like, no, we're avoiding this like the plague. And it is a plague, I know, but
CNN doesn't help.
yeah.
CNN doesn't help. While I was in Mozambique, it's like one of the only channels that I could understand was CNN. And the way they're reporting it is, it is the end of days. The very last of humanity will fall to M.E.R.S within the next 12 hours type of
Oh, shit,
preaching.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
You know how they are, over-sensationalizing things.
Yes. But yeah, that's the M.E.R.S thing. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I've discovered a thing on YouTube called Manatarms. Anybody that has got any interest in fantasy or swords or any of that will just have a nerdgasm at this. It's insane. What these guys do is, the one is like a prop developer. He's like done many movies, but he's a blacksmith, like a for real blacksmith armorer.
Oh yeah.
And his name is Tony
Stark.
Swatton? Tony Swatton, something like that.
Okay.
And he makes for real, fully functional, fully working weapons from movie and games.
Did he make Frostmourne?
He made Frostmourne.
Yeah.
Made a working version of Frostmourne. He made a working version of the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII.
Really? Like the big ass sword?
The big ass one. It works. It is for real. He made the gut sword from what is Berserk? Have you ever seen the anime Berserk?
Yes, I have. I'm getting Hundervlees just thinking about it.
That big ass sword that you wax around. They made it. They made this thing for real, using the real. They've made anything. They've even made a Minecraft diamond sword.
What the fuck, really? What the hell?
It's insane. Like a whole bunch of other stuff as well, like Link sword from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It's like this twirly sword. The assassin blades from what's that game? The assassin game.
The what game?
The assassin game.
Assassin's Creed.
Yes. Assassin's Creed, they made the hidden wrist blades, and the hidden crossbow. They have made... and then they do all these mashup things. Like, they made a sword for Iron Man. Based on Tony Stark's Iron Man suit. They came up with a sword design, and there's two teams. The one is Tony Swatton on his own, and he does the one season, and there's Manatarms Reforged, which is now they call Baltimore Sword and Knife. It's two brothers and like 5 other guys that each have like a specialty. Armorer, they've got grinder, blacksmith, a weaponsmith, a goldsmith, and the things they make, it's absolutely stunning.
Cool.
They can do, and predator blades.
Shit.
Batleth.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything you can think of, they make.
Holy
Any
crap.
game you can imagine.
Wow.
And these things are fully functional. These are like for real, honest murder implements.
I'm gonna check that out actually. See how they do things.
Man at Arms.
Man at Arms. Okay. I'll check it out. Thanks, man. That's a really cool thing.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing, and you will. Oh, and they even made Gorehowl, the axe from World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from Hellscream's axe. Those that know Warcraft and the mythology of Warcraft. Is Gorehowl is the axe Grom Hellscream used to kill Manaroth, the
shit.
demon that infected all the orcs.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember that video now. Whoa.
Yes.
Goosebumps.
You will not believe. And a helmet from Skyrim. A Link's shield from the Legend of Zelda series. It's insane. It's really worth a look at.
I'll check it out. I'll definitely fucking check it out. So, other things that I've been doing this weekend, or this last week. Oh crap, why the hell am I lagging out? Okay, I'm not lagging. Whoa, I'm lagging out. Okay, I'm cool.
Lagging?
Yeah, my frame rates are dropping, but it's cool now. Another thing that I've been doing this week is, ever since the Fallout 4 trailer got released, I started playing Fallout 1 on Twitch. I've played that game literally for about an hour, way back when it was released.
Yeah.
And I was like, at the time I was into first-person shooter games.
Yeah.
So that didn't really like meh. It was meh, you know.
Yeah.
It was only at a later stage. This is the funny thing. The games that I love the most, I only discovered like at a much, much later stage. I'm still a fan of FPSs, but the CRPG, the computer RPG things like Fallout and Baldur's Gate, I only discovered literally like around about the time when I started playing Dungeons and Dragons. And we should go sleep. And so I decided I'm going to do a blind playthrough. Now, the funny thing is, I did play Brotherhood of Steel Tactics, Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel. That was a lot of fun. But I had no background in the game whatsoever. So all the cool things, I'm looking forward to actually playing Brotherhood of Steel and go, oh my, this happened in Fallout 1 and 2, or this is a homage or something. You know, it references Fallout 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And
Fallout is an amazing game. The first Fallout, I think I've played that through about 15 times easily.
Really?
One of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's part of the reason that I'm not here shaking my cane saying, in my day we did things different, type of, old fogey type thing.
Yeah. Back in my day, things were better.
Yeah. But I didn't like the fact that they put Fallout 3 into first person. They took so much away from it. From what I remember, or what I know of Fallout 1 is, it was, the whole feel of the game came from the top-down isometric view.
Yeah.
And the turn-based combat and all of that, and, how all of your stats integrate in some way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And when they transferred that to first person, took a lot of that type of tactical play away in favor for, the first person thing, where you can aim at a place and shoot, whereas in Fallout, you had to have your stats, rely on your stats to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy about that, and I also felt that it messed with the general mood of the game,
Oh, the general aesthetics, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that Fallout 3 is bad.
Mm. Now, okay.
What I'm saying is it felt too much like Oblivion with guns.
Yes. Okay. What I'm gonna tell you, however, okay, this is my experience of Fallout 3, being a guy who only played Fallout Tactics, right?
Yeah.
Is let me just Fallout 3 was a good iteration of a good how can I say, a port, so to speak, of
from one platform to another.
Yeah, from one engine to another.
Yeah.
For me, Fallout 3, what I was stressed out the most, and remember, this is coming from a guy who only played Fallout Brotherhood of Steel to completion.
Yeah.
What I was worried about is that they won't get the mood like 100% correct, of Fallout. But then again, when I started playing Fallout 3, I got the whole... It's not entirely the mood that I got from Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, but it is a damn good iteration. It is really a good iteration. And they replaced the... You can shoot things in real time, and you can do the first-person thing in real time, but the addition of the VATS system was amazing. Because that's where you go into turn-based and,
No, the VATS thing is...
That was for me that was the whole that was a cool thing. That was really like, whoa, this is a good iteration.
But the problem with that is, look, the VATS thing, it's cool and it works and all, and if you put your stats in the right place, you're never going to miss ever again. But it feels, the flow of the game is wrong. If you are in third person, you tend to be a little bit more tactical.
Yeah.
Even in action third-person games like Diablo or whatever, you get your rotation going, you get a specific way you run, specific pattern. I remember in my Diablo 2 days, with my Barbarian, I would do the Frenzy Whirlwind thing, and then leap attack from time to time. You know, I had this rotation going, and it was more than just hack and slash. There's quite a bit of tactics involved, you know. But that sort of gameplay slows first person down too much. You're not in the right frame of mind to have that style of gameplay while you're in first person. In first person, you want to go in. You want your thing, you know.
Yeah, you want to attack. You want to do your thing, yes.
You want to be in complete control. And to pause for the VAT system it feels too much like a break in the action. You know?
Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand that whole break in the action thing. One thing I have to give them credit, though, and that's what we're going to end our... Why the hell is my frame rate dropping? What I'm going to give them credit for, though, is the amount of detail that went into the VAT system and the gore.
Yes.
I mean, the guy that designed the gore designer, if you will. Not the core designer, the gore designer.
The gore designer.
He spent like about a year in hospitals looking at cadavers and everything and trying, you know, and designing, if you shoot off a guy's head, what do you see?
Yeah, talking to doctors and
yeah.
Look, I will say that did impress me. That did impress me immensely as well. That was something else, you know, and it is one of... Look, I'm not really a person that is into the appearance of a game as much as the gameplay. But they really did that right. You know, that is one of the saving graces of Fallout 3.
Yeah.
And look, I suppose, you know, Bethesda wants to move in a new direction. Third-person RPGs at the time were dying, and they wanted to move somewhere else, you know. And I mean, they've got a long history of first-person RPGs. I mean, back to the days of Morrowind, Arena, Daggerfall. They were like the original role-playing game developers, nearly. And it was always first-person for them. So I suppose it's good, but I don't know. It's just... I don't know, maybe it's just like nostalgic, not wanting to like let go of the past.
Yeah.
Some experience, but still, it just felt too much like Oblivion with guns. I mean, in all honesty, I never really got into the VATS thing because it kept on breaking the action, so I just went pew, pew, pew everywhere, you know?
And on that note, we have to say goodbye because we've gone over the time.
And we will see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Until next time, guys and girls and dogs and cats of the YouTube.
And Steve's.
And Steve's.
This one goes out to all the Steves out there.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. You have to do that at the end of everyone. You have to call out a name, and this one goes to all the whatever. Yeah, that's a cool thing. Okay, okay guys, have a good one.
Steves of the world.
And Steve's.